When you talk to the little sisters, I mean, you really get to know them. You get to know their personalities, and just the interaction between them is just, within each other, it's just really, really fun for me to even watch.
I like talking to the big sisters because they probably have more experiences, they're older, and they probably know what they're talking about more than the people who are my age.
We're just people who obviously are there because we want to be with them. We're not there because we have to be. We're not there because we're related to them and we just owe them this. We're there because we like them. We like hanging out.
They were learning a lot of things from us, maybe that they yet never knew, even though we're little kids and they're adults. And they'll enjoy it.
Each year I said I'm not going to come back next year, but I keep coming back. I'm pulled. They pull me. Every year they pull me back in.
Even during a given week, if you're like, oh, I'm busy this week, oh, I can't get over there, they pull, it's like you say, they pull you. Like, oh, but my girls need me.
Yeah.
I want to be there. I want to be with them.
I think a lot of people probably think, oh, lunch once a week, it's too much of a time commitment. But really, when you're here, the time just goes by so fast. It's sort of over and you're like, oh, no, I have to wait a whole nother week to see her again. And
I'm surprised at how casual it is. And I like that. It's really just a lot of like one-on-one interaction.
I mean, I think I'm getting a lot of what she's getting out of it. You know, someone to talk to and to sort of share ideas with.
I like best how we just get together and we just talk about anything.
Plus, I never had a sister. Neither of my parents had sisters. I just don't see the sister relationship very much because I've never really had the opportunity. So it's nice to be able to come here and have like a little sister.
Ev forced me to try to connect back to life and to start thinking about things from the point of view, I am going to be alive 2 years from now, and as long as I am alive, what am I going to do with my life to overcome the things that I have overcome? Because up until that point, it wasn't about a future. It was just about making it day to day. So because of her intellectual capacity and her station in life, she knew how to, contact the schools, and she would take me up to places in Maine and New Hampshire and all the different schools. So she initiated that. No one in my family's ever made it past high school, so I'm the first person to get a college degree, let alone a law school degree. She was my savior. She is the person that believed in me. She is the person that pushed me when I wanted to just quit and say, forget it, I don't want to do this anymore.
So when I met Tia, her world was like one little strip mall right near her apartment building, and that was all she knew. So if we wanted ice cream, it was McDonald's. So in order to expose her a little bit at a time, especially at 9, I just started an ice cream survey. So we would go to different ice cream places and then we would rank them, but it was just really to open up her world. We've done pretty much every physical activity from like hiking, kayaking.
Kayaking.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
In the beginning, I didn't really talk to my sister about my family and stuff like that. Because when I was younger, I had friends, but just, she'll always like take the time out of her like schedule and just talk to me and be there for me. And because my mother is usually busy and she works nights, so I can just talk to her about anything.
Very touching, huh? Very, very touching. So these are the kind of things that happens when you put people together, when you need folks that, when people need people, and you find people to come together, work with each other, to nurture each other, love and care for each other. It's really, really an awesome thing. And so let's get back to the two ladies and talk more about what goes on there. I understand that your little sister actually sent a letter that you're going to read, Deb.
Yes,
and no crying now. Okay?
No, Charmain's little sister's name is Tashina, and she wanted to write us a letter about having Charmain as her big sister. So I'm going to read it.
Okay.
My big sister is so important to me because she is a leader in my community. And my mother is a leader too, but my big sister leads me in a different way. My life might be different if I didn't have my big sister, because I found a new positive friend in my life. I will not say I have a lot of friends, but I can say that my big sister is a true friend. I do not always see positive people on the news, and I do not always hear a lot of positive things in my community, but my big sister is a positive light in my life. I want to write this letter, and I want the entire world to read it, because my big sister is important to me. And I'm glad I have her, because she's not just a random big sister, she is the right big sister for me. Tashina.
That's incredible. That's a really good letter. Let me ask you, Charmain, how does that make you feel?
It's touching. It's touching because when we're spending time together, she doesn't necessarily say these things to me, you know, but it was really touching to hear those words from her, to see how she views our relationship.
And that's the important thing, you know, it's the unspoken, you know, words, the things that she doesn't say when she's in your company, but the way that she really feels about you and your relationship, and actually how she's going to relate to the larger picture, to the world, you know, to other people around her. Now, let's talk about fundraising in the moments that we have left.
Sure.
Tell us, do you have a gala coming up? How do you raise your funds? Can folks donate to the Big Sisters? How does this whole piece come together?
Yes, people can definitely donate to Big Sister. But we, like any nonprofit, we exist because of the goodwill of people. And even in this recession, people still are giving. And we're really fortunate that those people are still giving to Big Sister, because we wouldn't exist without their support. We wouldn't be able to offer these incredible mentoring programs. There wouldn't be 3,000 girls being served. So we are having an event. It's a major event. It's November 12th at the JFK Library. And it's being hosted by Jack Connors and Melissa McDonnell from Liberty Mutual. The two of them have stepped up for Big Sister, and they're raising money. So this is a really important event for us. But it's also not just a fundraising event. It's our opportunity to really engage the community and to really highlight the Big and Little Sisters. We have asked, you know, we've asked Charmain on different occasions to come to our events to talk, same with Tashina, because we want the people that are giving money, the people that are part of our community, to see it, to see the relationship, to hear from them. And that's what we do. It's a celebration of mentoring. It's a celebration of our Big and Little Sisters. And we're also going to have this young woman who's 17 years old and plays a sax like you've never heard a sax played. Grace Kelly is her name, and she's going to be playing at this event. So we're thrilled, and we hope you can join us, Steve.
Well, I'll definitely be there. What's the contact information for your organization?
So you can go on our website at www.bigsister.org, or you can call us at 617-262-0860, and we'll give you information about how to buy a ticket.
Now, you have another event, Big in Boston?
That is, yep,
that's
November 12th.
Okay,
yep.
that is the,
yes.
That's big in Boston.
That's big.
That's going to be huge.
It is.
At the JFK.
Yep.
Now, you're going to be there.
Sure.
Yes.
I was there last year with Mayor Menino. Tashina and I got to speak with Mr. Menino.
Well, that's going to be nice.
And Tashina introduced him in front of 500 people.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I heard a rumor, I understand that you're going to sing a song that night also.
Good one, Steve.
I'm only teasing. From your vantage point, we've heard, you know, how you feel about your little sister and how you feel about being a big sister, but talk to the audience about recruiting them over to become big sisters. What would you say to them? Anyone who may be sitting on the sofa listening to this program right now, what would you say to them?
Great. I'm actually on the Diversity Council for Big Sister, and just recently started a couple months ago. And our charge is to recruit more women of color to become mentors, to become big sisters. We have, you know, we really have a need for women of color to become big sisters. And I think people might say, oh, I don't have time for that. But I say, you know, you have an hour you take for lunch, or an hour you sleep. You can just take a little bit of that time and donate to a little sister. It's such an invaluable experience for them. And also as a big sister, you get a lot out of it. So I really urge people to get involved and really, you know, there's so many little girls out there who just needs a woman that they can talk to about anything that's going on in their life.